Hi everyone, it's Michael Cavacini here with some exciting news. So it's September 27th, 2022, and that means it's Munsters Day. Yes, that's right. The new Rob Zombie film, The Munsters, just came out today. And what I'm holding here in my hands is the collector's edition Blu-ray. This is also available digitally, so you can pick up a digital copy as well if you want through iTunes or elsewhere. So what does this disc feature? Well, as you can see on the back here, first off, it's a slipcover. So this is a slipcover. See, it's kind of shiny. And then inside there is the actual Blu-ray case, and that's the back. And on the back, you can see it says The Munsters Reborn, or sorry, The Munsters Return to Mockingbird Lane. So that's one of the bonus features. The other bonus feature is a feature commentary with director Rob Zombie. So let me just read the description of this movie to you. From writer-director Rob Zombie comes the strangest love story ever told. Lily is just your typical 150-year-old lovelorn vampire looking for the man of her nightmares. That is until she lays eyes on Herman, a 7-foot-tall green experiment with a heart of gold. It's a love at first shock as these two ghouls fall fangs over feet in this crazy Transylvanian romance. Unfortunately, it's not all smooth sailing in the cemetery, as Lily's father, the Count, has other plans for his beloved daughter's future, and they don't involve her bumbling beau, Herman. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll howl at the moon as the Munsters make their way to Mockingbird Lane. So it's the Munsters, yeah. So I just recently watched this movie. And it's very interesting. Rob Zombie is known for his kind of over-the-top horror movies and all that stuff. Free from Hell, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects. But for this film, he decided to dig into the origin story of everyone's favorite monster family in the Munsters. So this is a prequel, I guess you could call it, really. And there are a variety of terrific actors in it. Of course, his wife is in it, and she does quite well. But there's also a bunch of other fantastic talent in this. I think the actor who plays the Count is great. There's just a lot of, and also Herman Munster is just phenomenal. The actor who plays him is just terrific. So here's the cast. So you have Sherry Moon Zombie, obviously, as Lily. Then you have Jeff Daniel Phillips. He's from Free from Hell and Lords of Salem. Rob Zombie likes to kind of reuse certain actors. He's his Herman Munster, and I think he's great. I think he's really probably the star of the show. Then you have Daniel Robach as the Count. He's from The Fugitive, the U.S. Marshals. He's really good too. I think, frankly, all three of them are great. Then we also have a multi-talented supporting cast, including Richard Brake. Richard's awesome. He was from Batman Begins, Game of Thrones. I believe he was also in Free from Hell. He's really, really good. I'd say other than Jeff Daniel Phillips, Richard Brake is just really entertaining in this movie. Then you have Jorge Garcia. He's great too. So he is from Lost, which is what I know him from. He was Hugo in that show. He's also from Hawaii Five-0. He's very good as well. And him and Richard Brake have a great chemistry together. Then you have Sylvester McCoy from the Hobbit franchise. Catherine Schell from On Her Majesty's Secret Service, James Bond. Then you also have Cassandra Peterson. So Elvira makes an appearance in this movie. And it's great to see her as well. They also have Tomas Boykin, as well as a special guest appearance by original Munsters cast members Butch Patrick and Pat Priest. So it says here, from writer-director Rob Zombie comes The Strangest Love Story Ever Told, all that good stuff. Those two bonus features I was talking about. And so this movie's available on DVD, Blu-ray, and digital. It's HD, it's not 4K, something to keep in mind. But, it does have, I think, 5.1 Dolby Digital surround sound and all that good stuff. It's also available through Movies Anywhere, so that's important to note. So if you do buy it, through iTunes or wherever, you'll be able to access it through Movies Anywhere. If you're not using Movies Anywhere, do that. Use it. Movies Anywhere will link to your accounts like iTunes, Amazon, etc. And certain movie studios will allow you to kind of bring all your movies together under one app, Movies Anywhere. And it's terrific because you can have all your movies really in one location, so you can watch them on your devices. It just makes sense. Who the hell wants to log into all these apps just to access their movie libraries across different platforms? So use Movies Anywhere. This movie will work with that. But yeah, so anyway, The Munsters. I think it's a really entertaining movie. It's a family film. Keep that in mind. So Rob Zombie is not known for family films. He's known for brutally horrific, violent, bloody, vulgar horror movies. This is not that. It's really colorful, lots of saturation going on, just a funky, goofy, over-the-top, silly vibe. Like I said, great actors. It's just entertaining. It's a family film. So if you're expecting something like super intelligent, highbrow, something that's going to make you ponder deeply about the world and the meaning of life, that's not what this is. This is really just a fun film to watch with your kids, or just with your friends. I think it's a great way to kind of kick off the Halloween season. We're September 27th today. The movie just came out. Halloween is almost a month away. I think it's a great way to just get into the spirit of the season. And I enjoy it. I actually like a lot of Rob Zombie's movies. I think the only one that I'd probably dislike is Halloween 2, just not very good. But this one is a good one. I think it's great, and it's nice to see him branching out a little bit. It's still horror, kind of, but he's getting into something that's a little more mainstream. I think it's a good thing for him. I love the way that it's shot, lots of cool angles, the lighting is gorgeous, lots of interesting transitions and use of CGI and animation, and I just think it's really good. As for the bonus features, the Return to Mockingbird Lane special feature, that is an hour-long producer's diary of the production and creation of the film. So they're taking you through like day 1, day 2, all the costume testing, all of that stuff, makeup. So you're getting to see what went into leading up to the production of the film as well as the filming of the film. So it's just a behind the scenes look. It's not necessarily like a documentary type deal. It's almost just like you're like a fly on the wall while they're creating the movie, and you get to witness all these things, including where they shot it, how they shot it, kind of the feeling on the set, all that good stuff. I think it's pretty interesting to watch, so it's definitely cool. I've not listened to the audio commentary on the Blu-ray. Both of these special features are also available, I think digitally. So what I'm going to do is include a link down below. So if you want to buy a copy of this, you can do so. It's affordably priced on Amazon. So click through, grab yourself a copy of The Munsters. I think it's definitely worth your time. And what are your thoughts on The Munsters? I mean, I grew up in the 90s. I've seen old black and white episodes of The Munsters and enjoyed it. I'm not some sort of Munsters snob where I'm like, ooh, it's not, historically accurate or whatever. It's his interpretation of the Munsters, and I find it entertaining. And that's the ultimate goal here. If you're reading a book, if you're watching a movie, if you're watching a TV show, at the end of the day, you have to say to yourself, was I entertained? And if you were, then it's worthwhile. And I was entertained. I would watch this again. I think it, as you can see, I'm in the nursery, my son's nursery. When he's older, I'm sure I'll watch this with him. I mean, I tried to watch a little bit of it with him now, but he's only a few weeks old, so he doesn't know what the hell's going on. But I think it's definitely great for families to enjoy together, and I think it's pretty cool that Rob Zombie could bring families together over a franchise or this pop culture phenomenon that is many, many, many years old, that he's now kind of making new again through his new film. So I enjoyed it. Rob Zombie's The Munsters. Have you watched it? Do you plan on watching it? What are your thoughts on this movie, if you have seen it or if you plan on seeing it? Share your thoughts below. What are your thoughts on Rob Zombie in general? Or what are you listening to, watching, or reading to get yourself into spooky season? Feel free to comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I hope you are gearing up for Halloween like I am. And thank you for checking out The Munsters with me today. And make sure to click that link down below so you can grab yourself a copy. Also down below is a link to my website, michaelcavacini.com. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and and I'll be talking to you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.